What if I told you a pharmaceutical company can generate more than 400 crore rupees in revenue without owning a single factory? No manufacturing plant, no production line, not even a single reactor. Yet Hyderabad-based HRV Pharma says it has built exactly that. The company now operates across 55 countries, serves more than 700 customers, and is aiming to become a 1,000 crore rupees business by FY28. So how does a pharma company grow without making its own drugs? The answer starts with a problem facing India's pharmaceutical industry. Over the past few years, Indian companies have invested thousands of crores in new bulk drug and API manufacturing facilities. Under the government's bulk drug PLI scheme alone, companies have invested more than 4,800 crore rupees across dozens of projects. But despite all that investment, many API plants are operating at only around 50 to 55% capacity. In simple terms, India already has factories. What it doesn't always have is enough business flowing through them. HRV saw an opportunity in that gap. Instead of building factories, it built a business around connecting existing manufacturing capacity with global pharmaceutical customers. The company calls itself a virtual API platform. Think of it this way: Uber doesn't own most of the cars on its platform. Airbnb doesn't own the homes it lists. Similarly, HRV doesn't own the factories producing its products. Instead, it owns something else: regulatory approvals and customer relationships. And that's where things get interesting. At the center of HRV's model is something called a Drug Master File, or DMF. A DMF is a confidential regulatory document submitted to authorities such as the US Food and Drug Administration. It contains detailed information about how a pharmaceutical ingredient is manufactured, tested, and controlled for quality. For pharmaceutical companies seeking approval to sell medicines in regulated markets, these documents are critical, and HRV owns them. When a customer files for approval of a medicine, it can reference HRV's DMF. That allows HRV to be recognized as the API supplier, even though the actual manufacturing is carried out by one of its partner facilities. In other words, HRV controls the regulatory pathway while someone else handles production. To manufacturing companies, HRV is a customer that brings business. To pharmaceutical formulators, HRV is the supplier that owns the regulatory documentation. That position in the middle is what makes the model work. Today, the company works with more than 50 manufacturing partners that are approved by regulators such as the US FDA and European authorities. According to Managing Director and CEO Hari Kiran Cheretti, India already has more than 650 US FDA or EU GMP approved API plants. So instead of spending hundreds of crores building new facilities, HRV focuses on using capacity that already exists. The approach has also kept the company asset light. HRV says it has never raised private equity funding. It claims to be debt-free, and according to the company, it started with an investment of just 1 lakh rupees. Today, it has teams in India, Dubai, Switzerland, and the US and Mexico. Its revenues have grown by around 60 to 65% annually over the past 5 years. The company is targeting 550 crore rupees in revenue in FY27 and 1,000 crore rupees by FY28. For decades, success in the pharmaceutical industry was measured by the factories a company owned. HRV Pharma is betting that in the future, regulatory ownership, market access, and customer relationships could be just as valuable. If that bet pays off, it may offer a new blueprint for building a global pharmaceutical business without ever owning a factory. Follow Business Standard for more such stories.